So that's the definition of single and double entry. In double entry, we have to prepare trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. We have to prepare. It's a scientific design of system. In single entry, it is not a scientific system. Anybody can maintain it. A small shopkeeper can maintain it. In double entry, we can prepare trial balance also, but single entry we cannot prepare in trial balance. Double entry is a purely real personal nominal account. In case of single entry, it is purely personal account only. That's a primary difference between single entry and double entry. So what are the benefits of single entry system? It is very quick and easy to maintain. It doesn't require any accountant to prepare single entry. Anybody can prepare. It is more economical. It is only for small trade keepers, small shopkeepers or petty shopkeepers or any small business people. They need single entry. That's it. Similarly, there are certain weaknesses in single entry also. Since it is not double, we are not preparing under double entry method. Therefore, income tax people, they won't recognize the system. So valuation of assets liability is very improper here. And external people, bankers, creditors, they won't believe in the system. Similarly, it is a mixture of business and personal transaction will be mixed. So whenever any proprietary personal transaction is purely drawings, so you may not know what is drawings, what is business expenses. You just put mixing these together. These are the main weaknesses of single entry system. Right. First one, statement of affairs. Statement of affairs. What is statement of affairs? Commonly it is called balance sheet. It is called balance sheet. Right. So statement of affairs we have to prepare, which means opening statement of affairs we have to prepare. Similarly, closing statement of affairs we have to prepare. Closing statement of affairs we have to prepare. Right. This is simply balance sheet. That's it. Right. Now here, it is liability, it is asset. All the asset item to be posted. For example, stock, current asset stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash in hand. So bank, cash at bank, all the assets to be posted. Here it's going to be all the liabilities, say creditors, bank overdraft, OD. So the missing figure is opening capital. So step 1, to convert single entry double entry, you have to prepare statement of affairs. The statement of affairs, opening capital is missing. Similarly, in closing statement of affairs, same thing will come. That is liability, asset, stock will come, debtors will come, bills receivable will come. Similarly, cash, bank we have to post. Here it's going to be creditors, bank overdraft. Here the closing capital is missing. Right. Step 1, opening statement of affairs you have to prepare. That is opening capital is missing. Step 2, closing statement of affairs you have to prepare. That is closing capital is missing. Once the opening capital and closing capitals are known, so you can prepare profit. That is how to prepare profit. So closing capital, add drawings, less opening capital, minus additional capital, is equivalent to profit, or if negative comes, it is minus loss. If positive comes, it's a profit, negative comes, it's a loss. Okay. Now can you write this? So closing capital plus drawings minus opening capital minus additional capital is equivalent to profit or minus loss. Let's start. From this profit, so add interest on drawings, less interest on capital, less depreciation, you will be getting net profit. With this profit, you just add interest on drawings. Suppose anybody drawn from the business, he has to pay interest, no. So normally drawings allowed in proprietorship firms only, and as well as in partnership firms. In company, drawings not allowed. For either proprietorship firm or partnership firm, interest and drawings are allowed. In company, there is no term called drawings. So with the profit, you have to add interest on drawings, minus interest on capital, minus depreciation, you will be getting net profit. Next, very important topic, conversion of single entry into double entry. Then what are the ledgers we required? Right. So normally I will prepare capital account also for convenient. Okay. So capital account format. By balance brought down, that is opening by profit, by additional capital, this is credit side, this is debit side, by additional capital. So by interest on capital, by interest on capital, two drawings, to interest on drawings, to balance carried on, this is closing capital, By balance brought down, opening capital, is always liability opening is always at credit side. With this we have to add profit, credit side. With this you have to additional capital. These are the elements will go to preparator, additional capital or partner. By interest on capital, debit side we have drawings, to interest on drawings, missing figure, to balance carried on, closing capital. So capital account, ledger format. My next one, provision for taxation format. But normally taxes should be paid, or we have to create provision. The provision may be short term or long term. Short term means you have to pay in a short period of time. Therefore, provision for taxation is a liability item. So provision for taxation is a liability item. So by balance brought down, that is by balance brought down, opening provision, liability opening, liability is always credit, asset is always debit. To balance carried on, provision for taxation closing, liability opening, liability closing. By profit and loss account, this is the taxation for current year, this is the provision for current year, CY means current year. By profit and loss account, by P&L account, current year. To cash paid, So provision opening by P&L, current year provision, to balance carried on, provision closing, to cash paid, tax paid. This is provision for taxation format. Next one, debtors account, debit, credit. So debtor is always asset, debtor opening is always debit balance, debtor opening, to balance brought down, opening debtor, this is opening debtor. By balance carried on, closing debtor, to credit sales, here. Once we are sold to credit debtors will be increased, debtor to sales. Here, see, debtor debit means debtor increased. Debtor debit means we are increasing the debtors. Debtor credit means we are decreasing the debtor. Debtor decrease means we are decreasing the debtor. How the debtors will be reduced? How the debtors will be reduced? See, once cash collected from debtors, by cash collected from debtors, debtors reduces. That is credit. Similarly, by bad debts, debtor reduces. By discount allowed, debtor decreases. By discount allowed, debtor decreases. By bills receivable accepted, once bill receivable accepted, receivable increases, debtor decreases. Once any debtor accepted the bill, debtor to be reduced, receivable to be increased. So receivable accepted, so debtor to be reduced. So by cash collected from debtors, by bad debts, by discount allowed, by bills receivable accepted. Sometimes you may collect through check also. So by bank, which means check received or check collected. By bank. By sales return, by credit sales, no, we sold to debtor, by sales return, debtor to be reduced. Sales return. To bills receivable dishonored on particular date, the commitment not made by debtor, So dishonored. Once a bill dishonored, receivable to be cancelled, debtor to be increased. Once the receivable dishonored, debtor to be increased, receivable to be cancelled. Once receivable accepted by the debtor to be cancelled, receivable to be increased. Once receivable dishonored by the debtor, then debtor to be increased, receivable to be dishonored, receivable to be cancelled. Simultaneously, you have to learn bills receivable account also. Bills receivable account format. That is also assets. Debtor also current asset, receivable also current asset. So bills receivable account, receivable opening, to balance brought down, opening receivables, buy balance carried on, closing receivables, buy balance carried on, closing receivables, buy balance carried on, closing receivables, right. In debtors account, we have seen buy bills receivable accepted. So once receivables are accepted, debtor to be credited, receivable to be debited. Once receivables are accepted by the debtor to be cancelled, receivable to be increased. So to debtor, here receivable increases, debtor decreases, receivable increases. Here. Suppose bills receivable dishonored. Okay. Once it is dishonored, what happened? Receivable to be cancelled. Dishonored bill. So receivable to be cancelled, debtor to be increased. Once receivable dishonored, receivable to be cancelled, debtor to be increased. Once receivable accepted, receivable to be increased, debtor to be cancelled, by dishonor bill, opening bills receivable, closing receivable accepted, receivable dishonored. Similarly, let's see creditors account. Debit, credit. Let's see creditors account. Buy balance brought down, opening creditor. To balance carried on, closing creditor. Liability opening, liability closing. Creditor is always liability, therefore buy always. Opening liability is always buy, closing liability is always to. Here creditor to be increased. How the creditor to be increased? By credit purchase, creditor to be increased. Creditor credit means creditor increases. Creditor debit means creditor decreases. How the creditor to be decreased? How the creditor to be reduced? To bank. We made certain payment to the creditor, to bank. Similarly, to cash, creditor decreases. To purchase return, creditor decreases. To bills payable accepted, once a bills payable accepted, creditor to be decreases, which means debited, and bills payable to be increased, we have accepted bills payable to the creditor, therefore creditor to be reduced, payable to be increased. To bills payable accepted, to bank, to cash, to purchase return, to bills payable accepted. Next, sometimes we may dishonor also, by bills payable dishonored. Sometimes we are not making our commitment proper. Okay, we have cheated creditor. So what happened? Bills payable to be cancelled, creditor to be increased. Bills payable account format. So buy balance brought down, opening bills payable. To balance carried on, closing bills payable. Once we are accepting the bills, so bills payable to be increased, creditor to be decreased. Once bills we are accepting, we are committing the payment to the creditor, bills payable to be increased by bills payable accepted, by accepted bill, accepted. Similarly, bills payable dishonored, Bills payable dishonored. The last part, cash and bank account. In cash and bank account, we have debit and credit. Debit stands for, you know, this receipt, debit receipt, credit payments. Here two balance brought down, that is opening cash and bank. Here buy balance carried on, closing cash and bank. Subscribe to our YouTube channel Style Digitech and press the bell icon to see new videos.